Hello and welcome to Crafting with Jane. I'm just going to move these out of the way a little bit because we're going to have a look through some of these. I have, as you know, in my last video, I showed you how to make backgrounds. So this was one that we made using Brusho. If you just go back to my last video, you'll be able to see it. Now, I've cut it down. It's dried. I've cut it down to 5 inches square. I've outlined it with gold Posca pen, which, as I say, you know I use all the time, and I'm going to stick it onto there when we have probably now, because I don't think I'm going to do any stamping on this one. So just to smooth, you can see where there's been water on it, and this is why I want to mount it onto some more card. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some wet glue right up in the edges so that I know that it is going to be stuck really quite well. And then I can get the bits down on the centre as well. So I use wet glue because it allows me a little bit of wiggle room on there in case I just don't get it completely straight. And because it's going to curl slightly with it being, having had a lot of water on it. So once I've got it where I want it, then I'm going to turn it over and I'm just going to rub over the top to make sure that I get all of those side pieces on. Like that. Then when I turn it over, I can see where I've got little pieces that I need to smooth out nicely. So what I can do is to just give that a little bit more of a smooth down is to use some kitchen roll and just work my way round it. It will, as the glue starts to adhere, it will make it nice and smooth all the way around. Now you can see, with me having already done the line, you can see where it buckles a little bit. So it's quite easy to work out exactly how you want it to go nice and flat. Okay, and then we can work out which side we're going to have it flowing. I think that way with the splats running down this way. Now I'm going to do this card with lots of bits of ephemera and things. So I've got these, which I think will work quite nicely. They're like little yellow dots and they're quite flat, so they won't worry about the postage. And I've got these are all lovely things that came in my advent calendar, which was gifted by a lovely subscriber who she's given me some beautiful things and things that I can't get in the UK. So it's really rather nice. Now these are all butterflies, so these might be quite fun to use. Let's have a little look at some of these. So I think probably, now these are sort of blue and yellow in there. Now I think they might work quite nicely actually, a few of those. Now, how do we stick those on? Because they are, I think I'm going to try glue. So I'm going to take a few of these. Let's see what colours we've got in here, because there's not a huge amount of everything. And I'm just looking to see whether I want it in that sort of pinky. Don't really want the pink. That is blue. I think I want more of the bluey one, so we'll take the pink one sort of out. And I want to have probably 3. Let me have a look. Those are more the same colour, aren't they? That's a slightly different colour, unless it's where the light's catching it, but I think it is slightly different. So let's have a look and see which ones I've got. I kind of like those. I think they will work quite nicely on that background. So let me have a, just trying to bring it out to see if I've got one that is, unless I bring it up that way. Are they all, yes, they are all the same sort of colour. So I only want to have 3. So let's work out where we're going to put them, because obviously the light coming up here gives different amounts. So let's take these out for now, and I'm going to have one there. I want them to be all different. Let's have this one flying in that direction, and we'll have another one down like that, shall we? I think that's probably about right. Okay, so those are really rather nice. Now, do I want anything else on there, or am I just going to keep it fairly simple and just maybe put a sentiment or something on there? I think I probably am. I just wanted to, as I say, a lot of these things I can't get in the UK, so it's lovely when people gift them. You see, that's beautiful as well, that little flower. Look at that, that'll be lovely with a bit of yellow on it, but I don't want to do that. I want to do the butterflies on this one, I think. Okay, so these butterflies are going to look beautiful just like that, and they will, I'm just taking them out to see how, yes, they will. They're really iridescent, which is beautiful. So if I put those on there, put those at the bottom, and I think that will probably give me all that I need. Now, how do we stick these on? I think I'm going to use some tape runner. Let's have a look and see. With a bit of luck, hopefully, the tape runner will stick it quite nicely. I think it probably will. Let's just put it up on there. Some to come through on the centre. So this one is, and let's make sure, yes, you can't see it through, which is good. So tape runner will work. Which direction am I going to have this one? I want them all to come slightly differently. That's fine there. That's going to go there. Let's put that down that way. Then I can take this one. Now, if any of you know of a different way of putting them on, let me know, because as I say, I've never worked with these sorts of things before, so this is all a real experiment, which, as I say, I think is quite fun. I like using things that I haven't used before. So do we have this one in? I want these to go in sort of different angles, so that's going to come in at that angle there. And then that one is going to go in at the bottom. So we've got them at 3 different angles. And as I say, I'm just putting the tape runner so that it comes across on the patterned part and not on the clear part, because I think the clear part might not be as good, because that might show through a little bit. I think I've got a little bit on the clear, but it should be okay. Let's put that one in like that. So we've got 3 on like that. I'm going to put these down here because I like the look of those like that. So I'll have 1, 2, 3. So that works like nicely like that. That's just come in like that. I am going to have to sort of pull this back a bit. I think once I've stuck it onto heavier card, it will be better. I think that's quite nice just like that. I don't think I need to do anything more. What I do need to do though is to get a background piece for it, and I think I'm going to use, I've got one that's got a bit of sort of mustard in it somewhere. Let me just have a little look and see if I can find it. I've got craft card, but I think I want to use one that's got a bit of mustard in it, which I know I saw them recently and thought, oh, that would be quite nice. I've got a yellow one. Let's take some of this out so I can see. Right, I've got a yellow one like this. That might work quite well. And I've also got a sort of greeny mustardy coloured one. So let's have a look and see which out of those 2 we think is going to work the best. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in on here to see whether we think that that will work best. No, this one definitely. So let's open this up like that, and we can put this in over the top like that, and it's going to go just in there. So you've got the silver on the border, which is really rather nice with a little bit of that yellow, and then you've got the yellow on the back. So that looks really rather good. Let's just make sure that that comes down flat, which it will. I'm probably going to put a little sentiment of something on here, and I'm going to put something small. Haven't quite decided what. Let me have a look in here and see if I've got anything which is quite small. I've got little bits out here that I was having a look at. As you know, I keep a little pot. Oh, here we go. These look quite small. What does that say? Beauty surrounds us. Yes, now I need to take that smaller. You can see how it's just sort of all cut out a bit all over the place, but that's fine. So I'm just going to have beauty, and then I can trim this down a little bit more because we want it quite small, like that. So let's just pop that in there, beauty. That's the surrounds, which is very not straight at all, but that's fine because I can just turn it round like this. So beauty surrounds, and we'll have the little us on here. So you can see on this, I haven't, these are all bits that I've got in my box, or bits that I've been given, which then means that you're, oops, I thought I was going to drop that. I was going to say I'd never see a little piece this big again. So surrounds, can we put us maybe there? Beauty surrounds us. There we go. And I think that that looks lovely. Very simple, very straightforward. Now, you could stamp and do the butterflies that way, but I'm just trying to use some of the things that I've been given. And I think that this actually looks really nice. If I can try and bring it up so it's not catching the light quite so much. There we go. They are really absolutely beautiful butterflies, and they fit perfectly on there. So that's my card for today. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye-bye.